Welcome! Today I will show you my Traptrix Anti-meta deck. I think it's a very good deck. It has a lot of potential, still lots of trial and error to make it a good deck, but it has a chance. And if you don't like the meta decks, this is the type of deck you might want to play to give yourself a chance. Let's start off with, we have 3 Traptrix Anti-meta. Very good card, allows you to activate whole cards from your hand, whole trap cards. And next we have the new card that is coming out called Traptrix Tio. This card is very good. It makes the deck very strong now. When it is normal summoned, you can add a Traptrix. You could special summon a Traptrix from the graveyard up in defense position. Very strong. Go into quick rank 4 exceed. Very good card. You're gonna like this one. Next we have 3 Traptrix Vermelho. This is the search engine card. Very good. I like it very much. You open with this card in your hand, you pretty much have a good chance to win. And then I play 1 V-Tron, send my face up, continuous spell a trap, and special summon a level 4 lower insect, which could be almost any one of these. And then here is my secret tech. This I played 3 Evil Swarm Mandragora. It's a very good combo card. It's a rank 4, you special summon when you don't have as much monsters as your opponent, and you get very easy rank 4 XYZ. Good combo is summon Vermelho, search for trap, special Mandragora, exceed, and good counterplay. Then next I play 2 Lone Flyer Blossoms. It's a okay card, may not be the best in here, but so far it's the best one I have for now. You can tribute Lone Flyer Blossom into Traptrix Tio, and then Traptrix Tio has the effect to search a whole card, a trap whole card, and you can set it again. It's pretty good, and it makes your opponent very scared, trust me. Next we play 3 Maxis. It has a must if you want to play competitively and beat those top tier decks. It's very good, especially when you have Traptrix Anti-meta on face up and your opponent special summons. You maxi, you draw into many cards, and suddenly you draw a trap hole type card, and your opponent special summons XYZ or something very strong. You chain with void trap hole or bottomless trap hole, and they end turn and scoop. I like it very much. Next 1 dark hole, and then 3 Pot of Dualities. I play 1 Book of Moon. It's very standard. And then my personal choice, Verdant Sanctuary. Most of the time they destroy this card, but if they don't and they decide to go for my trap cards, it's very good. It allows me to search really quick, gives my deck a lot of speed, and it helps a lot. And next we have 3 Void Trap Holes. It's a very good trap card. We have 2 Trap Hole cards, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Mirror Force. This deck needs a lot of clearance to clear your opponent's feud because it's a slower deck. The problem this deck have is that sometimes your opponent will overwhelm you with lots of special summoning, so you must play Mirror Force, or else there is also no way for you to counter attack. And then 2 dimensional prisons for safety, 1 compulse, very standard, 2 fiendish chains, also very standard, and solemn warning, 1 very standard. And next we go to the XYZ. We have 1 Gem Knight Pearl, 1 Photon Papillo Operative, 1 Black Ship of Corn, and my favorite 3 Silent Honors Arc Knight. Very good, you must play 3. We have 1 Diamond Dire Wolf, very good against Royal Decree, helps you a lot. 1 Beelzebub, 1 Maestroke, the Symphony de Jin, 1 Gaga Cowboy, and then we go to some extra cards down here that maybe you might like to enjoy putting in your build that I've experimented and have some success with. Another Beatron, which is good if you like to play a lot of continuous spell or trap cards, like maybe Call of the Hunted. Adding that in, then you would like to, maybe you should play 2 Beatrons. The next we have Card D. Sometimes your deck is very slow, especially if you don't have many monsters. Card D is very good. And maybe you could try Swiss Scarecrow, because sometimes your opponent swarms very quick. They might need to survive and then counter attack. And you could also try Mystical Space Typhoon, which is good. A good card in if you don't want to play Verdant. Sanctuary, this might be good. And then another good card that I'm starting to like very much is Swords of Concealing Light. Now this card is very good, especially if your opponent swarms. You play this card, they all go face down, you have a chance to win, a chance to come back and clear the game. And then we have Kaiser Colosseum, a very good lockdown card, makes it so they cannot have more monsters, and most of the time you will only have 1 or 2 monsters up. This will lock them down and possibly make them scoop. And then a tech choice that you could try is XYZ Reborn. You can special summon your XYZ and attach this to it. It can be pretty good since you XYZ a lot with this deck. And then if you choose to play a more controlling style, then you can play Vanity's Emptiness. It's also a very good card. It can stop your opponent for that 1 turn, maybe 2, and they'll be scratching their head trying to figure out what to do while you give them a bottomless trap hole over and over again. And then another card is called the Hunter. You could try putting this in. It's a good card. It combos well with the Traptrix with their secondary effects. It's a good card. It's kind of slow sometimes. I played with it. I'm not exactly sure, but it's a good card. And then we have Dark Bribe. It's a good card. You can try putting it in. Might be able to save some of your back rows, maybe save some of your XYZs from a dark hole or something similar to that, but it's a good card. And that's what I have now. It's a deck that will be very strong. It has a good chance to beat all those meta decks, and a lot of people don't like playing against this deck. When they see it, after only a few moves or a few turns, then they quit. So I can never have good shows or good recordings, but it is a fun deck to play, and it's serious, and if you want to win, this might be the deck for you. So this is all I have. And also, if you have good idea to make Traptrix better, comment on the below and help everybody who wants to beat all the meta decks and help the people try to figure out what to do, how can we make this better, and how can we beat all those meta decks with an anti-meta Traptrix. That is it. Thank you very much for looking at my cards and my deck. Best wishes to you. Go out there and kick some butt and give them some bottomless trap holes.